The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
That's it. I got it. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Now the man from nearby Stanford, Christian McCaffrey. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
20. Gun.
From just shy of midfield, Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. That one a first down pickup of 8.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 33 and a first. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
11.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
One, Omaha.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing a fourth down play to result in 23 yards. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports.
Here we go. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
On second down, it's Coleman. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
12. Check. Right there. Go. 54, Mike.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down now, it's Coleman. And an alley to run. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman. 35 yards as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. McCaffrey. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. This is McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
The tackle by Eric Armstead. Here's McCaffrey. Down right around the 25. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with... ...20 seconds to go in the first half.
Brings up second and goal at the 49ers 4-yard line.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Watch the safety creep.
Again, McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. So third and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense.
Just like that. Just like that.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on third and goal. Out of the gun, Newton. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Here we go, here we go.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. Try to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And we're going to get a timeout
Here we go, here we go.
with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Hey, let's get them home. Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 2.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Here we go. You can't block me.
They'll run on first down. Coleman, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Here we go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
21. Hey, orbit.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
From the gun on third down, Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4. Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Now a run with McCaffrey. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They come up in an offset eye. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second? And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. A 3-yard touchdown pass as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. To throw is Garoppolo. Gets this one to use check. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Completes it to Samuel. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. On first down, it's Coleman, and he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him. Find him.
Hey, Zoo. Mike 5-4. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just...
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Garoppolo, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Right. Here we go. 21. Here we go. Pick it up. Hey, Haywood. Mike 54. Yo.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Here we go.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, wahoo!
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Here we go.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
Tighten up. Watch out.
Coleman now. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Defense wins championships, baby.
They will run again with Coleman. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 16.
Here we go.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Here we
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. They'll run on first down. Coleman. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Let's go, let's bring it. Hey, gun.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Coleman, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
It's Coleman here. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. 27 yards there, a first down. And they've got the hookup. This is Olsen. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Gun. I can't believe they let you play.
They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance.
They definitely